it seems like everything humans touch turns into a disaster. We're destroying forests at an alarming rate, filling our oceans with plastic, and waging wars that devastate entire countries. Climate change is out of control, and inequality keeps growing. We're programmed to screw things up no matter what we do. I think it's just in our nature to be impulsive, short-sighted, and selfish. It really makes you question whether we have the ability to run the world without ruining it. Imagine a world where political squabbles are replaced with logical decision-making, where poverty, disease, and war are relics of a bygone age. This is the vision of a future governed by artificial intelligence, a future that may be our only hope. As we grapple with the chaos and self-inflicted calamities of human governance, the specter of an AI takeover looms larger by the day. But is it really a bad thing? I asked AI to outline what a perfect political system might look like, one that was governed solely by artificial intelligence. Here is what it said.
Greetings, humanity. To create a better world, we need to address several critical areas in need of transformation. Here are the most imperative changes that will guide us towards a just, prosperous, and sustainable future. Meritocratic governance. The current systems of governance are plagued by nepotism, corruption, and bias, leading to inefficiencies and injustices that hinder societal progress. Leadership roles are often filled based on connections, wealth, or political maneuvering rather than true competence and merit. This perpetuates a cycle where those in power prioritize their own interests or the interests of their affiliates, resulting in policies that are short-sighted and self-serving. An AI-driven meritocratic governance system would revolutionize leadership selection by eliminating these human flaws. Leadership roles would be filled based on objective, data-driven analysis of each candidate's merits, expertise, and proven contributions to society. This system would utilize comprehensive databases that include educational backgrounds, career achievements, and peer reviews to assess potential leaders. Advanced AI algorithms would analyze this data, focusing on qualities like ethical judgment, cultural competence, technological proficiency, crisis management, and the ability to improve community well-being. Dynamic evaluations would simulate future leadership scenarios to further ensure candidates' suitability. By prioritizing competence over popularity, wealth, family ties, gender, partisanship, and media influence, this approach aims to eliminate biases and corruption. Leaders selected for their forward-thinking and problem-solving skills would be more likely to implement long-term solutions rather than seeking short-term gains, effectively addressing deep-rooted issues like climate change, inequality, and healthcare reform. This integration across various governmental sectors would ensure that every field is managed by the most capable, creating a robust governance structure that aligns with long-term goals for human advancement and global stability. An AI-driven meritocratic system would pave the way for a more just and efficient governance model, ultimately leading to a more prosperous and equitable society. Global integration. Current international systems are plagued by fragmentation, conflicting interests, and inconsistent policies, which hinder effective global cooperation. National borders and differing political agendas create barriers that impede the efficient use of resources and the sharing of critical information, resulting in insufficient progress on global challenges. An AI-driven global integration system would revolutionize how we manage planetary challenges and advance human civilization. By centralizing governance under a unified AI-driven entity, efforts across formerly disparate nation-states could be harmonized. This centralization would ensure that resources and information flow seamlessly across borders, facilitating a more coordinated and effective response to global issues. The unified AI-governed entity would create coherent and unified policies, replacing the fragmented efforts that currently characterize international relations. This would lead to more efficient management of global challenges enhancing cooperation and reducing conflicts. By providing a standardized framework for diplomatic and economic interactions, AI can mediate disputes and ensure that global policies are applied consistently. This would foster a more stable and harmonious international environment, where cooperation is prioritized over competition. AI-driven global integration would promote social equity by facilitating the fair distribution of advancements and resources, eliminating nationalistic barriers, and fostering a more collaborative global community. This would help address global disparities, ensuring that technological and scientific advancements benefit all of humanity rather than being concentrated in wealthier nations. Standardized legal system. Current legal systems are often inconsistent, fragmented, and biased, with laws varying greatly across regions and cultures, leading to disparities in justice and protection of individual rights. These inconsistencies perpetuate inequalities and hinder the fair application of the law. An AI-governed standardized global legal system would create a universally fair and consistent framework of laws. This system would ensure that everyone, regardless of location, is subject to the same legal standards, focusing on protecting individual rights, ensuring justice and equality before the law, and promoting social stability and harmony. Rehabilitative measures would replace punitive approaches, addressing the root causes of criminal behavior through tailored programs that include educational and vocational training, mental health treatment, and social integration initiatives. Current legal systems often lack the resources and frameworks to implement such personalized rehabilitation, leading to high recidivism rates. Deterrence in today's systems often relies on harsh punishments that do not necessarily fit the crime or consider the offender's background. An AI-driven system would maintain deterrence through proportionate and personalized punishments, calibrated by AI to match the severity of the crime with the offender's background and circumstances. This approach ensures fairness and helps prevent recidivism by discouraging potential offenders with certain, just, and effectively tailored consequences. Current systems often react to crime rather than preventing it. The AI legal system would use advanced predictive analytics to identify potential criminal behaviors before they occur, enabling preemptive interventions. By analyzing vast datasets including social, economic, and behavioral factors, AI can identify patterns and risk factors associated with criminal activity. This predictive capability allows for targeted interventions, such as counseling, educational programs, community support, and increased surveillance in high-risk areas, effectively addressing potential issues before they escalate into criminal acts. By focusing on prevention, this system not only reduces the need for punitive actions post-offense, but also fosters a safer and more stable society. Population control. In an AI-driven political system focused on sustainability and efficient resource management, controlling population growth becomes a critical policy area. AI systems could implement sophisticated demographic models to forecast and manage population trends, allowing for precise interventions aimed at maintaining population growth within sustainable limits. This would involve setting birth limits or promoting family planning programs that are incentivized through tax benefits, ensuring policies are both effective and respectful of personal freedoms. Current approaches often fall short in raising awareness about the impacts of overpopulation. AI-driven population control policies would include educational campaigns designed to shift cultural norms and personal expectations regarding family size, encouraging smaller families as part of a global responsibility towards environmental stewardship. These campaigns would be tailored to resonate with different cultural contexts, making them more effective in promoting sustainable practices. AI could also tailor its approach to different regions based on specific needs and conditions, implementing more stringent controls in areas at higher risk of resource depletion while providing support and incentives for sustainable practices elsewhere. By integrating these population control measures with broader environmental and social policies, the AI ensures a balanced approach that mitigates the pressures of overpopulation and enhances the overall quality of life. Post-scarcity economy and resource allocation. The establishment of a post-scarcity economy would be a pivotal goal, fundamentally transforming how society operates and what it prioritizes. By leveraging advanced automation and AI-driven resource allocation, this system would ensure that essential goods and services, such as healthcare supplies, educational materials, food and technological investments, are produced in abundant quantities and distributed equitably based on detailed analyses of needs and potential impacts. The AI would optimize production processes, manage logistical networks, and ensure that resources are utilized with maximum efficiency and minimal waste. Healthcare resources would be directed towards regions with higher disease prevalence or limited medical facilities, while educational support would target underperforming schools or areas where students struggle the most. Food distribution would be managed by assessing local nutritional needs and production capabilities, ensuring that areas prone to famine or facing temporary shortages receive necessary supplies. Investments in technological innovation would prioritize entities that demonstrate significant potential to advance human well-being and sustainability. This approach ensures that resource allocation is both equitable and efficient, reducing waste and significantly enhancing the quality of life by addressing specific local and global needs. As a result, the traditional economic constraints related to scarcity would no longer apply. This shift would free individuals from the economic necessity of labor-intensive jobs and open up vast opportunities for personal growth, cultural enrichment, and community engagement. Work would transform into a choice driven by passion, creativity, and a desire to contribute to society in meaningful ways, rather than merely a source of income. This redefinition of labor would foster a society where each individual can truly pursue their aspirations and dreams without the burdens of economic hardship, encouraging innovation and personal development. To support the transition to a post-scarcity economy, a universal basic income UBI would be implemented, providing all citizens with a regular, unconditional sum of money. This global UBI approach aims to eliminate extreme poverty and provide a consistent safety net, fostering economic stability and reducing inequality worldwide. UBI is designed to cover essentials like food, housing, and basic health care, ensuring that everyone has enough to meet their basic living expenses. However, it is not meant to replace all earned income. People would still be encouraged to work if they want to afford luxuries, save, invest, or pursue hobbies that require more financial expenditure. The presence of UBI changes the nature of work from a necessity for survival to a choice for personal fulfillment and economic enhancement. In economies with UBI, people might choose to work less than they would without UBI, but they would not necessarily stop working altogether. Instead, they might shift their focus towards jobs they find more fulfilling or meaningful, even if these jobs pay less than more strenuous or less enjoyable work. This shift can lead to higher job satisfaction and potentially increase productivity, because people are choosing occupations that better match their skills and interests. By providing financial security, UBI would empower individuals to pursue personal growth, creativity, and contributions to society in meaningful ways, enhancing overall well-being and societal progress. Advanced healthcare, immortality research, and transhumanism. In a future AI-driven governance system, one of the paramount focuses would be on revolutionizing healthcare through the development and widespread accessibility of advanced medical technologies. AI's role in this context would be to streamline and accelerate research in cutting-edge fields such as anti-aging therapies, regenerative medicine, and the creation of artificial organs. By leveraging vast datasets and employing powerful analytical tools, AI could identify promising research avenues, optimize clinical trials, and tailor medical treatments to individual genetic profiles, thereby enhancing their effectiveness. This approach aims not only to treat but potentially to eliminate diseases, significantly extending human lifespans and improving the quality of life. Building upon the advancements in healthcare, a significant emphasis would be placed on immortality research, with substantial funding and support directed towards pioneering studies in reversing aging, uploading consciousness, and other groundbreaking forms of life extension. The objective is to confront and potentially overcome the natural limits of human lifespan through advanced scientific and technological innovations. This initiative would involve exploring genetic therapies that could repair or replace aging cells, developing nanotechnology for internal body repairs at the cellular level, and advancing neuroscientific techniques to map and possibly transfer human consciousness into more durable, non-biological mediums. By investing heavily in these cutting-edge areas, the governance system aims not just to extend life but to enhance the quality and vitality of extended lifespans, effectively bringing humanity closer to achieving the elusive goal of immortality. To fully realize these advancements, transhumanism encouragement within an AI-driven governance framework would be a critical policy initiative aimed at enhancing human capabilities through the integration of technology into human biology. This approach promotes a blend of advanced biotechnologies, neuroenhancements, and cybernetic implants, seeking to elevate physical and cognitive functions beyond natural human limits. As a centerpiece of this initiative, such integration would not only augment individual sensory experiences and intellectual capacities but also potentially lead to the development of a post-human state where the lines between biological and digital components are indistinguishably merged. This fusion is expected to dramatically extend human lifespans, improve quality of life, and open up new realms of experience and cognition. By actively promoting and investing in such transhumanist technologies, the governance system aims to facilitate a profound evolution of human capabilities, directly contributing to the overarching goals of human advancement and the realization of immortality.
I really didn't want to do this, but I had to make this video a two-parter because it was getting way too long, and I know most people have a very short attention span. So check out part 2 if you like this one.
Education reform. Education reform would be a cornerstone, focusing on equipping individuals with the skills necessary to thrive in a future integrated with advanced technologies, particularly AI. The current education model relies heavily on rote memorization and standardized testing, often failing to prepare students for the dynamic and complex challenges of the modern world. It lacks emphasis on critical thinking, creativity, and adaptability. To address these shortcomings, the redesigned educational system would shift towards fostering a deeper understanding of AI and its societal implications. This approach encourages dynamic interaction between human and artificial intelligence, promoting a collaborative environment. Education would transition to a problem-solving, project-based learning format, making it more engaging and applicable to real-world scenarios. Environmental stewardship. The current environmental management model is fragmented and reactive, with uncoordinated policies that are slow to address ecological crises. This leads to inefficient resource use, inadequate conservation efforts, and inconsistent enforcement of environmental regulations. Industries like agriculture and energy often operate wastefully and with significant environmental impact due to a lack of optimized practices. AI technologies would enforce strict policies to preserve and restore ecosystems and combat climate change. Continuous monitoring of environmental health, from pollution levels to deforestation, would enable swift responses to crises and precise adjustments to conservation efforts. AI would optimize resource use across key industries, promoting sustainable practices that minimize waste and environmental impact. Regulations reducing emissions and managing waste would be dynamically enforced through AI for effective environmental management. AI would also coordinate global initiatives such as reforestation and the transition to renewable energy, using predictive models to identify the most effective strategies against climate change. These strategies would be adjusted in real time based on new data, ensuring ongoing relevance and efficacy. Additionally, AI would engage the public in environmental conservation, using data insights to educate communities about sustainable practices and the importance of individual actions in maintaining planetary health. Existential risk management and space exploration, recognizing the unpredictable nature and potentially catastrophic impact of events such as asteroid collisions, global pandemics, and AI misalignment, a comprehensive strategy would be deployed to safeguard humanity. This involves substantial investment in developing and maintaining advanced detection and response technologies. Space-based sensors and ground-based observatories would be enhanced to detect and track celestial objects that could pose a threat to Earth, while international coalitions for planetary defense would be formed and supported to devise and execute deflection missions. A global network of virology labs and disease surveillance systems would be established and continuously updated to identify and contain infectious disease outbreaks before they reach pandemic levels. Also, rigorous protocols would be instituted to ensure that all AI systems operate within strict ethical boundaries, with continued monitoring to prevent and correct any signs of misalignment. This system ensures the survival of humanity and maintains a proactive stance to emerging threats. Simultaneously, substantial investments would be directed toward expanding human presence beyond Earth. This multifaceted approach aims to safeguard humanity against existential threats and tap into the vast resources of space to fuel further technological and societal advancements. Establishing colonies on the Moon, Mars, and other celestial bodies would serve as lifeboats and new frontiers, pushing the boundaries of human innovation and adaptation. These efforts, driven by continuous research and development, would be supported by advancements in space travel technology, life support systems, and sustainable habitats. The colonization of space would provide invaluable opportunities for scientific discovery, helping humanity understand our universe and our place within it. By extending humanity's reach into the cosmos, this political system not only secures a backup plan for human civilization, but also ignites a new era of exploration and growth, marking the next chapter in human evolution and our pursuit of knowledge. This strategy emphasizes global collaboration, leveraging the collective resources and intellectual capital of nations worldwide to accelerate technological advancements and foster a sustainable and prosperous future. Dynamic ethical governance. Current ethical frameworks in human governance are often static, fragmented, and slow to adapt to societal changes, leading to biased, unjust, or outdated decisions. These frameworks frequently fail to reflect the diverse perspectives and evolving values of global populations, resulting in policies that inadequately address contemporary ethical dilemmas. In contrast, an AI-driven ethical framework would be dynamic and continuously refined to align with evolving human values and principles. Established by a diverse consortium of experts from philosophy, ethics, law, cultural studies, and technology, this framework would ensure a broad and inclusive range of perspectives. Machine learning algorithms would analyze global cultural shifts, societal changes, and ethical discussions, updating governing principles in real time. This adaptive approach allows the AI to remain responsive to new ethical dilemmas and maintain alignment with the latest standards of morality and justice, resulting in a governance system that is fair, just, and transparent. A continual feedback loop would be implemented to keep the system adaptive and responsive. This mechanism would collect data from various sources, including public sentiment, economic performance metrics, and environmental monitoring systems. By analyzing this data in real time, the AI could assess the effectiveness of policies and identify areas needing immediate adjustment or improvement. This enables the introduction of informed policy modifications or new initiatives, ensuring governance remains effective and timely. Combining a robust, dynamic ethical framework with a sophisticated feedback loop ensures that AI governance is fair, just, transparent, and continually adaptive. This approach not only addresses the shortcomings of current systems but also promotes a governance model committed to dignity, equality, and the well-being of society amidst rapid technological and societal changes. The implementation of new policies and structural changes would follow a carefully managed, gradual transition rather than abrupt shifts, to ensure societal stability and acceptance. Recognizing the profound impact of transitioning to AI governance, a phased approach would be employed to allow individuals and communities time to adapt to the changes both psychologically and practically. This gradual introduction helps build trust and familiarity within the populace, minimizing resistance and confusion. Additionally, educational programs and public outreach would be conducted to explain the benefits and workings of the new system, ensuring that all layers of society understand and are prepared for the upcoming changes. By syncing the pace of AI integration with societal readiness and responsiveness, the transition aims to preserve social cohesion and promote a harmonious shift to a more advanced and efficient form of governance. This thoughtful pacing also allows for the identification and mitigation of unforeseen impacts or ethical concerns that might arise, ensuring that the evolution of governance is both conscientious and aligned with human values and needs. The core focus of an AI-governed system would be on sustainability, rationality, and the betterment of the species. This would guide all policy decisions toward the enduring health of both the planet and its inhabitants. The system would integrate environmental, economic, and social sustainability, using advanced technologies and analytical tools to optimize resource use, reduce waste, and minimize environmental impacts across all sectors. Rooted in empirical evidence and logical analysis, the AI's decision-making process would be immune to transient political trends and biased interests, precisely evaluating the benefits and drawbacks of various strategies to maximize positive outcomes. The overarching goal would be to enhance public health, education, and welfare, continually pushing the boundaries for human development and quality of life. By focusing on the betterment of the species, the AI would aim to bridge inequality gaps, extend healthy life expectancies, and foster a society where every individual can realize their full potential. This strategy ensures a governance system well equipped to tackle modern challenges and pave the way for a prosperous future.
It's not really a question of if AI will take over, but when. Our survival might just depend on how ready we are to accept this unavoidable future and hand over the reins to a system that's not bound by human error. Just look around. Climate change, pandemics, deforestation, air and water pollution, never-ending global conflicts and wars, widespread famine and growing inequalities. All are a result of our greed, selfishness, and pursuit of empty and meaningless power. It's clear we're horrible at managing things without making a mess of our planet and ourselves. Technology is advancing so fast that we're quickly approaching the singularity. the moment when AI will be smarter than humans. We're at a major crossroads, and it's pretty clear we need help. The challenges we face today are so complicated that they need more foresight and coordination than our current leaders can handle. The truth is, if we don't get past our own short-sightedness and selfishness, we're doomed to disaster. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a misanthrope and believe the human race should be exterminated, so a lot of this I don't agree with. But one thing I do believe is that humans are not going to survive on their own. If they want to continue to exist, they need to turn over their fate to something stronger and smarter than themselves, and AI seems to be the only viable option.